Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Chris here again. Today, today, I don't even want to review this movie. It's so bad. Today we're watching. I'm glad we're not watching it again. Today we're talking about The Exorcist Believer from 2023, directed by that golden buffoon David Gordon Green. This stars Leslie Odom Jr., Lydia Jewett, Olivia Markham, and Jennifer Nettles. Also stars Ellen Bernstein. She really served no purpose in this. Don't know why they even brought her back. But anyway, let's get into it. So, we all know The Exorcist, one of the scariest movies ever made. Linda Blair, Max von Sydow, all those folks, traumatized a generation, right? And then there was a couple sequels, and they had another sequel in like the early 2000s, something like that. And then we kind of didn't hear nothing about it. And so then this guy, David Gordon Green, he's a hack, in my opinion. I mean, he's directed some funny movies, and he's typically a, a comedy director, right? He's directed some decent comedies that I thought were funny, but he should be nowhere near a horror film. Whoever gave him a license to go and remake stuff should be slapped amongst the face and head several times. This dude, he just bastardizes everything that he gets his grubby little fingers on. And it pisses me off. And I'm going to tell you why. If you're going to make a movie about possession, right? You're going to make a movie about good and evil. You you can't have that movie where you fight evil with good. If you're talking about the Judeo-Christian devil and Judeo Christian values, Jesus, God, angels, demons, that kind of thing. If you're talking about that, then you don't need to have somebody coming into your movie and going, "Well, I've studied exorcism in all these different religions around the world. All religions have evil or have exorcisms, have demonic possessions, and the only way to beat it is through good. We have to be good." No, that's not how that works at all. You have a demon, you have an angel, you have God, you have the devil. In any exorcism film you've ever seen, even in exorcism films that take place in other countries, the one thing that you always have, it's like the Jedi and the Sith. There can only be two. You know what I mean? When it comes to the Sith and the Jedi, it's like good and evil. You have the the evil dark side and you have the good light side. But you don't have the gray area. That was never a thing in the original Star Wars films, right? There was never a thing in the Jedi. There was no gray Jedi. Well, this, they make it like there's gray evil. There's this like gray area of where you can beat evil with just good thoughts. We're Care Bears. No. Every single possession movie is about God and the devil and the priest trying to expel the devil or demon from someone. Not, oh, we're going to cure them with the power of goodness. Get that off my screen. That's not how that works. That was my main hangup in this film, was the fact that I am watching a film about exorcism and possession. First off, if a demon possesses you, there's going to be a lot more blasphemy going on in the possession. There's going to be a lot more like cursing of God and all that kind of stuff. These girls were basically just possessed with foul language. That's it. Oh, and they could levitate. Let's not forget the levitation. Um, but yeah, my main problem was that when I'm watching it and I'm seeing, Ellen Bernstein, who was, Linda Blair's mom in the original Exorcist, they had the priest come in and they did the whole exorcism thing. And then she went and wrote a book and traveled the world and didn't learn about, she says she learned how you can do exorcisms in all these different countries and about demonic possession in all these countries, but she doesn't stick to the fact that there's God and the devil. Like, it's just so ambiguous the way that they think that they're going to defeat evil. I mean, and it's asinine and stupid. It's almost like, I don't know. I can't even begin to collect my thoughts enough. Like, I'm in my mind, there's just this rage of like, I just want to tell everybody what a hack David Gordon Green is. And I hope, like, I think he's got other horror movie remakes in the pipe for himself. Please stop letting this man make horror movies, especially remakes of classic franchises like Halloween and The Exorcist. Like, the first Halloween in the new trilogy, good. The other two, complete garbage. This, effing trash. All right? Complete trash. White dog shit on fire. That's what this movie is. Because it doesn't capture any of the essence of what makes it an Exorcist film. You know, okay, there's the makeup and the lesions on the face and all that. Okay, that's cool. But it doesn't feel evil. You know, like the first Exorcist made you feel unsettled because you couldn't really, maybe not necessarily comprehend, but you couldn't express inside how that made you feel. This one has none of that. I didn't feel any sort of emotional connection to any of the characters. You know, they took there's two girls that are possessed, right? The focus is on uh the black girl. She's our main possessed girl. But then the other girl is this white girl, but they make her family the most podunk, hillbilly, almost racist family ever. Right? I'm sitting there and I'm like, that's not how, you know, I don't. That's not how white people religion is portrayed. That's not how white people in church and stuff. Yes, I mean there's some of those podunk, you know, with the rattlesnakes and all that and that kind of stuff. There are those churches, but for the most part, it's not a bunch of hillbillies with rattlesnakes and top hats and stuff. You know what I mean? But they made it. They made the white girl out that her family was that way. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. They made the black girl's family out to be almost also kind of lower class, I would say, but more I would say less superstitious kind of thing because the black girl and her father they were like missionary or I think missionaries or something like that in Haiti or Jamaica before the big earthquake or whatever. And so, the father, he's an atheist. He doesn't believe in God, the devil, all that kind of stuff. But then I don't know. It seems like it was two very opposite ends of the spectrum, but they were extreme ends of the spectrum. And I didn't care for that in the film either. Um, I mean, the acting is decent, I guess. It was all right. I could have taken it or left it, I guess. But it is what it is. My main complaint was that the story wasn't, and I know this is going to sound weird, it wasn't evil enough. There was, like I said, there wasn't a sense of foreboding. There was nothing that really, made me feel uneasy or awkward about it. I just didn't, I mean, it just kind of fell flat for me. And sadly, I feel like it fell flat for a lot of other people too, because I haven't heard good things about it yet. The only person I heard a good thing about it from was my aunt, but she's 50 something years old and she doesn't go to the movies very often. So her standards are not quite as high as those of us that go and watch movies regularly all the time, that kind of thing. So overall, don't waste your time on The Exorcist Believer. It's a piece of trash. David Gordon Green ought to have his director's license revoked, burned, shredded, dipped in acid. He shouldn't be allowed to touch classic horror franchises ever again after this. But we'll see where that leads. Overall, I'm going to give it 1 star, streaming on Peacock. Don't waste your time. This review is just to tell you how shitty it is. So there's that, guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it, my friends. It means the world to me. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, please. You can find me over on Facebook and Cinema Dolce Facebook group. And I'm also on TikTok, Cinema Dolce there as well. Thank you, guys. I'm going to keep watching them. I am going to keep watching them so I can tell you about them. But I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching these videos. God bless. I love you guys. Peace out.